Hello everyone, welcome to Education for All. Today's story is about two kids, Noddy and Buddy. Noddy and Buddy are two fun-loving kids. They are playing peekaboo in the garden. Just then, when they are playing peekaboo, Daddy comes and they insist Daddy to play with them. Daddy agrees and they play football for lot and lot of time. When it is evening, Daddy asks them to go back home. But none of them want to go back home. Buddy says, Daddy, I think we should play more. But Daddy says, the sun is setting. Even the birds are going back home. Look at the sky. It has turned red. So I think it is time we should also go back home. And the kids agree. On the way home, Buddy thinks of something. Buddy says to her sister, why is the sky blue? Noddy says, I know, it is because of the atmosphere. My teacher had told me in the class. Now Buddy has another question in mind. Okay, if it is because of the atmosphere, then how does it turn red? Noddy doesn't have answer to that. So they go to Daddy and they ask Daddy, why is it blue and how does it turn red? Well, Daddy does not know the answer, but he promises them to take to Miss Vigyan, who is an expert in this. She will be able to answer all the queries of Noddy and Buddy. Next day, the kids go to meet Miss Vigyan in her laboratory. Noddy asks Daddy, what is a laboratory? Daddy says, laboratory or lab is a place where scientists do experiments and research. Just then, Buddy rushes to play with chemicals. Miss Vigyan tells him it is not safe for the kids to play in the lab. And so, she takes them to her office. Noddy says, Miss Vigyan, we wanted to know about color of the sky. Why is it blue? Miss Vigyan says, well, to understand that, you have to look at the sunlight. The light that you see coming from the sun is not in straight line. Rather, it is in the form of waves. That is a curved zigzag line which you have learned to draw in your class. The single white wave, when passes through the atmosphere, it breaks into 7 waves of different color. These 7 colors are the same colors that you see even in the rainbow. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, also known as Vigyan. But why does it break into 7 colors? Asks the kids. Because our atmosphere has gases like nitrogen and oxygen who absorb the light and scatter them according to different wavelength, says Miss Vigyan. When sunlight falls on the gases in the atmosphere, it gets scattered according to different wavelength. What is a wavelength? Asks Buddy. Wavelength is the distance between two waves. Look at the two different waves of red and blue color. The distance between two peaks of red color is more than the two peaks of blue color. And hence, the wavelength of red color is more than the wavelength of blue color. Similarly, the wavelength of red is more than yellow and yellow is more than blue. Buddy says, I have understood now that the wavelength of Vigyan are in ascending order, with violet having the smallest wavelength and red having the biggest wavelength. Miss Vigyan says this is very true. So, when light falls on this atmosphere, they get scattered according to different wavelengths. But now Noddy has a different question. If all the colors are scattered, then why is not our sky of 7 colors? That would be so funny, giggles Buddy. Miss Vigyan says, how much light will be scattered depends on the wavelength. If wavelength is more, then less light is scattered. If it is less, then more light will be scattered. As the wavelength of blue is much lesser than red, blue light is scattered more than the red one. Hence, the sky is blue. But then the wavelength of violet is much lesser than blue. Why is sky not of violet color? Well, it is because our eyes are more receptive to blue colors, and that is why we see blue color more than the violet and indigo. The kids are happy to learn that the sky is blue because of scattering of light by the gases of atmosphere. But they still have two questions. Why does the sky turn reddish orange in the evening? And why is cloud white? Miss Vigyan promises them that she will answer the two questions in the next meet. Right now, she has to finish her project. The kids say bye to Miss Vigyan and thank her for answering the question. Miss Vigyan promises them to meet again and answer all their queries. If you also want to know why cloud is white and the reason for changing color of the sky, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.